my god. I don't like doing this. Can I go last? I had a friend that I'd known for a couple of years, and he wasn't like massively interested in going to church. He kind of came to like the social stuff and had lots of friends who were in the Christian circles. But for himself, he was like, I'm not sure, I don't want to do it. And so I kind of like took it upon myself to like pray for him every single day for about a year. And then I saw him like at the end of that year when I was getting a bit tired. And he was like, yeah, I think I will come to church, and I think I will look at a church when I go to uni. And I've tried not to push it too much, but I know he is looking, and he is still on his journey, but he's going to church and looking for himself and opened up in a whole way.
Has a family member or friend ever actually prayed for you?
Yeah, that has definitely happened before. My mum is a hardcore Christian.
Yes, many times.
Not that I know of.
So my parents obviously always pray for me because they're priests. I don't think, if they have, I don't think I know that they have.
I hope so. I don't know.
So, yeah,
I don't know. They might have done.
I mean, not to my knowledge, but that'd be really nice.
Yeah, my nan definitely does.
I know my grandparents have prayed for me.
Even for the people that, let's say, they're a family member like myself, majority of my family are not believers, and I'm constantly praying every single week for them. I think sometimes it can be a little bit frustrating, but I think you just gotta continue to like persevere. And I think for me personally, what's like kept me going and kept me continue to pray for them is hearing other people's stories and how other people, you know, they literally had to like continue to pray. Some people prayed for a year, and then, you know, that person that they're praying for, they came to the faith. Or there's been some stories and some testimonies where people have prayed for 5 years. That person may never ever go to a church or read the Bible, but we will be that Bible in their lives. You know, we are basically, you know, representatives, ambassadors of God and His kingdom.
How did it make you feel when they said they're praying for you?
I actually really like it. I think it's really wholesome, even if I'm not like very religious myself.
It's just really nice for someone to like offer their time and like their thinking space.
I like the idea of like people like thinking about you, and like I feel like it's quite wholesome.
So it makes me feel seen.
I think it's a lovely thing to do.
Yeah,
I always say like, my thoughts are with you kind of thing, rather than prayer, because it's not what I do, but I think it's lovely that people would do that.
It makes me feel like wanted and blessed.
It's always a nice thing, even if it's not for a cause or a reason.
It's nice to have somebody that you're thinking about and like trying to do good for.
When I lived in France, I went blind. This is so weird. But I went completely blind, and I remember my family were like texting me like, we're praying for you, like all the time.
Exactly.
And and now I'm not blind anymore, so I guess maybe it works.
Yeah.
I don't really have any cool long stories. I've had people come to faith, but it's all been just getting them surrounded in the community, and that seems to be the case. They come into communities and then they're surrounded by Christians, and slowly the influence goes in rather than out.
It's trusting that it's God that does the work and not us and our prayers.
There's nothing we can do in our own strength. Like we can't forgive them for their sins in the same way that God can. It's like an active thing, isn't it? It's like, yes, praying, but it's also, like you said earlier, Kay, it's showing them that Jesus is like great, and that He is good, and that my life and our lives are changed by Him. And just showing that and being that, like you said, the Bible in their lives, and just living out what we believe is so important.